Hello friends, welcome to Let's Crack UPSC CSE English. In today's marathon series, we will continue with the class 10th NCRT. Now friends, in our previous sessions, we have covered the topics in Contemporary India Part 2. Friends, where we have discussed the topics like resources and development, forest and wildlife resources, water resources, agriculture, minerals and energy resources, manufacturing industries. Yes. So now we will continue with the minerals and energy resources. Then we will continue. Yes, the remaining topics, then manufacturing industries and lifelines of national economy. So let's start today's session where we will start with the manufacturing industries. I hope we are on the same page. Friends, when we are talking about manufacturing industry or the manufacturing, now, so manufacturing sector is considered the backbone of development in general and economic development. Now, the production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials to more valuable products is called manufacturing. Manufacturing means production of goods in large quantities after processing from raw materials to more valuable products. Yes, we have covered all these topics. Now we are discussing on manufacturing industries and then we'll cover lifelines of national economy. Now friends, like general and economic development when we are talking. So the specific manufacturing industries not only help in moderning agriculture, which forms the backbone of our economy, they also reduce the heavy dependence of people on agriculture income by providing them jobs in secondary and tertiary sectors. Industrial development is a precondition for eradication of unemployment and poverty from our country. Export of manufactured goods expands trade and commerce and brings in much needed foreign exchange. Now, the countries that transform their raw materials into a wide variety of finished goods of higher value are prosperous. So India's prosperity lies in increasing and diversifying its manufacturing industries as quickly as possible. So, in manufacturing industries, we have discussed about contribution of industry to national economy. So, over the last 2 decades, the share of manufacturing sector has stagnant at 17% of GDP out of a total of 27% for the industry, which includes 10% for mining, quarrying, electricity and gas. So we have discussed about the industry market linkage, like raw material and component parts, factors of production, that is land, labor, capital, entrepreneur, infrastructure, then transport, factory, output products, again transport market, and the chain, that is money, and again this market linkage to the inputs. So the there is ideal location of an industry, like cost of obtaining raw materials at site, cost of distribution of production, cost of production at site, and decision to locate factory at site. So after that, we have started the classification of industries. Now we have discussed the industries on the basis of sources of raw materials used, like agro-based, cotton, woolen, jute, silk, textile, rubber and sugar, tea, coffee, edible oil, then mineral based, iron and steel, cement, aluminium, machine tools, petrochemicals, then industries also classified according to their main role. So the main role, like basic or key industries, or are those which supply their products as raw materials to manufacture other goods, example iron and steel, and copper smelting, aluminium smelting, etc. Now, before discussing the more topics in manufacturing industries, dear friends, it's my pleasure to welcome you all on Unacademy, India's largest learning platform. It's me, Rushikesh Inamdar, guiding UPSC aspirants from last 8 years. Friends, you can follow me on Unacademy app, and also you can join our Telegram group to get important updates related civil services preparation. Now friends, there is combo subscription where you will get approx 45% discount along with free test series for general studies and optional subject. So 1 year subscription you have to pay 49,680 rupees, whereas you will get free test series worth rupees 45,000 with 1 year and above combo subscription. Yes, there are 6-in-1 offer, which means a single subscription with number of benefits, 6 major benefits. Like friends, Unacademy study notes or the notes worth rupees 10,000 you will get absolutely free. Mega subscription offer, no cost EMI or loan facilities, CSC Asher on 2 years and above subscription. Mentorship days. The offer is valid till 28th August, which means you will get an expert mentor through your UPSC CSE journey. And along with that, friends, you can go with the 2 months subscription in only 15,000 rupees. So let's start your study for UPSC CSE with these subscriptions. And friends, do not forget to use code RBI Live to get 10% discount. We are providing paid subscriptions, that is Iconic and Plus. Plus subscription, you will get live classes, structured courses, unlimited access for live and recorded classes, and weekly tests. Now, those aspirants pursuing their graduation or after their 12th examination, planning to start their preparation for civil services, it's our suggestion for them to go with Iconic subscription. Now, friends, in Iconic subscription, you will get all the features of Plus course along with additional features like personal guidance, study planner, study material, experts guidelines, and test analysis. So you can start your preparation with Iconic subscription. And friends, do not forget to use code RBI Live to get 10% discount on your paid subscriptions. Which means for the 1 year of Plus course, you have to pay only 44,550 rupees. Whereas for the 1 year of Iconic subscription, you have to pay 67,050 rupees. Now, friends, you can also avail 10% discount on optional subscription, where you can use code RBI Live and UPSC Combat. The link is provided in the description box. Dear friends, we are conducting Unacademy Combat on every Sunday morning 11 a.m. So through link, you can register for the combat. Every Sunday morning 11 a.m. 1 hour test will conduct 56 questions. You have to solve 56 questions. After that, you will get rank, and as per your rank, you will get amazing prizes and scholarships. Like first 3 rankers will get 1 year UPSC CSE Plus subscription. Then other rank holders will get 75%, 50%, and 25% scholarship. We are going to start new batches from 1st September, like regular batches, 1 year, 2 year batches, and Mission All India Rank 1 batch. We are going to start from 1st September. So this batch is focused for the UPSC CSE Mains 2021. So those aspirants are ready with their preliminary strategies. They can go with this mains batch. And last but not the least, friends, we are providing you free test series for all aspirants, where you can use code RBI Live, unlock the test, and start your evaluation. Now, let's come to the topic manufacturing industries. Yes, we are discussing manufacturing industries. So, friends, as we have discussed about the classification of industries as on the basis of source of raw materials used according to their main role, then on the basis of capital investment, then on the basis of ownership, based on the bulk and weight of raw material and finished goods. Then we have discussed about value addition in the textile industry. Yes. Then cotton textiles we have discussed. So friends, the first successful textile mill was established in Mumbai in 1854. Then we have discussed about the cotton textile in details. Now, friends, let's start with jute textiles. Jute textiles. Now, India is the largest producer of raw jute and jute goods and stands at second place as an exporter after Bangladesh. Most of the mills are located in West Bengal, mainly along the banks of the Hooghly River, which is a narrow belt. Now, the first jute mill was set up near Calcutta in 1855 at Risha. After partition in 1947, the jute mills remained in India, but three-fourths of the jute production area went to Bangladesh, that is erstwhile East Pakistan. So understand the jute mills remained in India, that is in West Bengal, whereas the three-fourths of jute producing area went to Bangladesh. Now, why this Hooghly River Basin? So friends, there are factors responsible for their location in the Hooghly Basin. These are proximity of the jute producing areas, inexpensive water transport, supported by a good network of railways. So, Hooghly River Basin, which is responsible for their location of jute text mills due to proximity of jute producing areas, then inexpensive water transport, then good network of railways, roadways, and waterways to facilitate movement of raw material to the mills, then abundant water for processing raw jute, cheap labor from West Bengal and adjoining states of Bihar, Odisha, and Uttar Pradesh. Calcutta, as a large urban center, provides banking, insurance, and port facilities for export of jute goods. Now, the challenges faced by the industry include stiff competition, that is especially in the international market, from synthetic substitutes and from other competitors like Bangladesh, Brazil, Philippines, Egypt, and Thailand. However, the internal demand has been on the increase due to the government policy of mandatory use of jute packaging to stimulate demand. So the products need to be diversified. The main markets are USA, Canada, Ghana, Saudi Arabia, UK, and Australia. The growing global concern for environment friendly biodegradable materials has once again opened the opportunity for jute products. So, jute textile, which located in Hooghly River Basin. Now, after the jute textiles, now friends, we will discuss next is sugar industry. Yeah. Now, we will discuss sugar industry. So, friends, India stands second as the world producer of sugar, but occupies the first place in the production of gur and khansari. Yes, in the production of gur and khansari, we occupy the first place, and whereas second as a world producer of sugar. Now, the raw material used in this industry is bulky, and in haulage its sucrose content reduces. The mills are located in Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, and Madhya Pradesh. So, 60% mills are in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar. So, this industry is seasonal in nature and it is ideally suited to the cooperative sector. Now, friends, in recent years, there is a tendency for the mills to shift and concentrate in the southern and western states, especially in Maharashtra. This is because the cane producer here has higher sucrose content. The cooler climate also ensures a longer crushing season. Moreover, the cooperatives are more successful in these states. So, major challenges include the seasonal nature of industry, old and inefficient methods of production, transport delay in reaching cane to factories, and the need to maximize the use of bagasse. Now, mineral based industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industries. Yes, after sugar industry. Now, friends, we'll see mineral based industries. Now, friends, industries that use minerals and metals as raw materials are called mineral based industries. So, like iron and steel industry, iron and steel industry. So, the iron and steel industry is the basic industry since all the other industries, that is heavy, medium, and light, depend on it for their machinery. Steel is needed to manufacture a variety of engineering goods, construction material, defense, medical, telephonic, scientific equipment, and a variety of consumer goods. Now, production and consumption of steel. Yes, production and consumption of steel is often regarded as the index of country's development. So, iron and steel is heavy industry because all the raw materials as well as finished goods are heavy and bulky, which entailing heavy transportation costs. Then iron ore, cooking ore, cook, sorry, coking coal, and limestone are required in the ratio of approximately 4 as to 2 as to 1. So some quantities of manganese are also required to harden the steel. Now, just remember that the finished products also need an efficient transport network for their distribution to the markets and consumers. So in 2018, with 106.5 million tons of crude steel production, where India ranked second among the world crude steel producers, and it is the largest producer of sponge iron. So, friends, in 2018, per capita consumption of steel in the country was only around 70.9 kg per annum against the world average of 224.5 kg. Now, So the total production of finished steel in India, that is in 1314, is 87.67. Then 1415, 92.16. 1516, that is 91%. Then 1617, which is around 101.3%. Then 1718 was 86.69 metric tons per annum. These are the in metric tons. Yes, this I'm correcting. Dear friends, these production in metric tons per annum, that is 2013-14, 87.67 metric tons. Yes. Now, these calculations or the total data, which is we can say the source by the Ministry of Steel. Now, friends, mini steel plants are smaller, have electric furnaces, use steel scrap and sponge iron. They have re-rollers that use steel ingots as well. They produce mild and alloy steel of given specifications. Yes. Now, the process of manufacture of steel, that is transport of raw material to plant, then blast furnace where iron ore is melted, limestone is fluxing material which is added, slag is removed, coke is burned to heat the ore, and then process of pig iron where molten materials poured into molds called pigs, then steel making where pig iron is further purified by melting and oxidizing the impurities. Manganese, nickel, chromium are added. Then shaping metal, rolling, pressing, casting, and forging. So this is the process of manufacture of steel. Now, after the process of steel, friends, let's see the iron and steel plants given in the map. So see, the iron and steel plants will start from eastern part, that is Burnpur, Durgapur, Bokaro, Jamshedpur, then Rourkela, Bhilai, Vishakhapatnam, Vijayanagar, Bhadravati, Salem. So friends, these are the iron and steel plants in India. Now, so we talked about a small or mini steel plants which are smaller, whereas integrated steel plant is large, handles everything in one complex, from putting together raw material to steel making, rolling and shipping. Now, most of the public sector undertakings market their steel through Steel Authority of India Limited. Yes, so most of the public sector undertakings market their steel through Steel Authority of India Limited. In 1950s, China and India produced almost the same quantity of steel, where China is the largest producer of steel. China is the world's largest consumer of steel. Chota Nagpur Plateau. Yes, Chota Nagpur Plateau region has the maximum concentration of iron and steel industries, whereas it is largely because the relative advantages this region has for the development of this industry. Now, After that, the relative advantage we discuss about this region. Now, the low cost of iron ore, high grade raw materials in proximity, cheap labor, and vast growth potential in the home market. Though India is an important iron and steel producing country in the world, yet we are not able to perform to our full potential largely due to high costs and limited availability of coking coal, then yes, lower productivity of labor, then irregular supply of energy and poor infrastructure. Now, friends, we also import good quality steel from other countries. However, the overall production of steel is sufficient to meet our domestic demand. So, friends, when we are talking about liberalization and foreign direct investment, which have given a boost to the industry with the effort of private entrepreneurs, there is a need to allocate resources for research and development to produce steel more competitively. Now, with aluminium smelting is the second most important metallurgical industry in India. It is light, resistant to corrosion, a conductor of heat, malleable and becomes strong when it is mixed with other metals. Then it is used to manufacture aircraft, utensils, and wires, it has gained popularity as a substitute of steel, copper, zinc, and lead in a number of industries. Now, see the crude steel production in India and China. The diagram which shows the crude steel production and the source by the World Steel Association. Now, friends, see the difference in the production of steel in India and China. So, the graph, or we can say the pie chart, where red columns shows the production of China, whereas green is showing the production of India. Yes. Now, after this, we are discussing the aluminum smelting. So, aluminum smelting plants in the country are located in Odisha, West Bengal, Kerala, Uttar Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Maharashtra, and Tamil Nadu. Now, bauxite. Colored rock. So the flow chart given below, which is showing the aluminum manufacturing. Yes, we'll just go through this also. This one. Now, friends, the bauxite, that is the raw material used in the smelters, is a very bulky, dark reddish colored rock. So, the regular supply of electricity and an assured source of raw material at minimum cost are two prime factors for the location of the industry. So, chemical industry. The chemical industry in India is fast growing and diversifying. It comprises both large and small scale manufacturing units. Rapid growth has been recorded in both inorganic and organic sectors. Inorganic chemicals include sulfuric acid used to manufacture fertilizers, synthetic fibers, plastics, adhesives, paints, dye stuff. Now, 6 tons of bauxite, 2 tons of alumina, and 1 ton of aluminium. Now, First of all, we'll go through the process of manufacturing in aluminium industry. The bauxite, that is the raw material from bauxite quarry, then transport rail or ship, then so bauxite crushed and alumina dissolved out. So the process is place or takes place in aluminium refinery. Then after that, bulk or shift or to site of smelter. Yes, so bulk or shipped to site of smelter. Calcinated petroleum coke from a refinery, pitch from a colliery, then a molten metal acts as an electrolyte, aluminium smelter, producing the electricity that is 18,600 kilowatts per ton of ore. The chemical industries, when we are talking, manufacturing units, rapid growth has been recorded in both inorganic and organic sectors. So, inorganic chemicals include sulfuric acid, nitric acid, alkalis, ash, which used to make glass, soaps, and detergents, paper, and caustic soda. Now, these industries are widely spread over the country. Now, organic chemicals include petrochemicals, which are used for manufacturing of synthetic fibers, synthetic rubber, plastics, dyestuffs, drugs, and pharmaceuticals. So, organic chemical plants are located near oil refineries or petrochemical plants. The chemical industry is its own largest consumer. The chemicals undergo processing to further produce other chemicals and that are used for industrial application like agriculture or directly for consumer markets. So after the chemical industry, we will discuss fertilizer industry. Fertilizer industry. around the production of nitrogenous fertilizers, mainly urea, phosphatic fertilizers, and ammonium phosphate, and complex fertilizers which have combination of nitrogen, phosphate, and potash. So the third, that is potash, is entirely imported. As the country does not have any reserves of commercial usable potash or potassium compounds in any form. Now, after the Green Revolution, the industry expanded to several other parts of the country, like Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, Kerala, contribute towards half of the fertilizer production. States where the fertilizer industry expand: Gujarat, Tamil Nadu, Uttar Pradesh, Punjab, which contribute towards half of the fertilizer production. The other significant producers are Andhra Pradesh, Odisha, Rajasthan, Bihar, Maharashtra, Assam, then West Bengal, Goa, Delhi, Madhya Pradesh, and Karnataka. So this is related to the fertilizer industry. Now, after the fertilizer industry, friends, we will discuss cement industry. So cement is essential for construction activity. So cement is essential for the construction activity, such as building houses, factories, bridges, roads, airports, dams, and for other commercial establishment. This industry which requires heavy raw materials like limestone, silica, gypsum, so coal and electric power are needed apart from rail transportation. Now, the cement industry has strategically located plants in Gujarat that have suitable access to the market in the Gulf countries. So the first cement plant was set up in Chennai in 1904. Now, so after the independence, the industry expanded. Now, improvement in the quality has found the produce a readily available market in East Asia, Middle East, Africa, and South Asia, apart from a large demand within the country. This industry is doing well in terms of production as well as export. Efforts are being made to generate adequate domestic demand and supply in order to sustain this industry. Now, yes. So basically, the cement industry is doing well in terms of production as well as export. So the government and the stakeholders, the efforts are being made to generate adequate domestic demand and supply in order to sustain this industry. Then we will discuss automobile industry. Automobile industry. Automobiles provide vehicles for quick transport of goods, services, and passengers, like trucks, buses, cars, motorcycles, scooters, three-wheelers, and multi-utility vehicles are manufactured in India at various centers, especially after the liberalization. The coming in of new and contemporary models stimulated the demand for vehicles in the market, which led to the healthy growth of the industry, including passenger cars, two and three wheelers. So the industry is located around Delhi, that is Gurugram. Yes, around Delhi, Gurugram, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, Calcutta, Lucknow, Indore, Hyderabad, Jamshedpur, and Bangalore. Now, friends, so this is all about the automobile industry. Information technology and electronics industry. Like information technology and electronics industry. So the electronics industry covers a wide range of products from transistor sets to television, telephones, cellular telecom, telephone exchange, radars, computers, and many other equipments which required by the telecommunication industry. So Bangalore has emerged as the electronic capital of India Other important centers for electronic goods are Mumbai, Delhi, Hyderabad, Pune, Chennai, Calcutta, Lucknow, and Coimbatore. Now, the major industry concentration is at Bangalore, Noida, Mumbai, Chennai, Hyderabad, and Pune. So, major impact of information technology and electronics industry has been on employment generation. So, the continuing growth in the hardware and software is the key to the success of IT industry in India. So here is the picture given. There is the cable manufacturing facilities at HCL in Rupnaranpur, West Bengal. Now, industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Yes, now friends, we will discuss about industrial pollution and environmental degradation. Now, friends, although industries contribute significantly to India's economic growth and development, the increasing pollution of land, water, air, noise, and resulting degradation of environment that they have caused cannot be overlooked. Industries are responsible for four types of pollution. One is air, then water, land, then the noise. So the polluting industries also include thermal power plants. So first we will discuss about air pollution. Now, the air pollution is caused by the presence of high proportion of undesirable gases such as sulfur dioxide and carbon monoxide. Airborne particulate materials contain both solid and liquid particles like dust, sprays mist, and smoke. Now, the smoke is emitted by chemical and paper factories, brick kilns, refineries, and smelting plants, and burning of fossil fuels in big and small factories that ignore pollution norms. Toxic gas leaks can be very hazardous with long term effects. So, I hope everyone aware about the Bhopal gas tragedy. So, air pollution adversely affect human health, animals, plants, buildings, and the atmosphere as a whole. Now, after air, we'll see water pollution. So, water pollution is caused by organic and inorganic industrial waste and effluents discharged into rivers. The main culprits in this regard are paper, pulp, chemical, textile, and petroleum refineries tanneries and electroplating industries that laid out dyes, detergents, acids, salts, and heavy metals like lead and mercury, pesticides, fertilizers, synthetic chemicals with carbon, plastics and rubber, etc. So they are into the water bodies. Fly ash, phosphogypsum, and iron and steel slags are the major solid wastes in India. Then thermal pollution. So thermal pollution of water occurs when hot water from factories and thermal plants is drained into rivers and ponds before cooling. Then what would be the effect on aquatic life? Now, the waste from nuclear power plants, nuclear and weapon production facilities cause cancers, birth defects, and miscarriages. Soil and water pollution are closely related. Dumping of waste, especially glass, harmful chemicals, industrial effluents, packaging, salts, and garbage, which renders the soil useless. Rainwater percolates to the soil, carrying the pollutants to the ground, and the groundwater also gets contaminated. Now, after thermal pollution, now we will see the noise pollution. Now, friends, noise pollution not only results in irritation and anger, it can also cause hearing impairment, increased heart rate, and blood pressure, among other physiological effects. Unwanted sound is an irritant and a source of stress. Industrial and construction activities, machinery, factory equipment, generators, saws, and pneumatic and electric drills also make a lot of noise. Now, control of environmental degradation. So, every liter of wastewater discharged by our industry pollutants or pollutes or industry, yes. So, every liter of wastewater discharged by our industry pollutes 8 times the quantity of fresh water. Now, question is that how can the industrial pollution of fresh water be reduced? So there are some suggestions in this regard, like minimizing use of water for processing by reusing and recycling it, in two or more successive stages, harvesting of rainwater to meet water requirements, then treating hot water and effluents before releasing them in rivers and ponds. Treatment of industrial effluents can be done in three phases. One, primary treatment by mechanical means. So this involves screening, grinding, flocculation, and sedimentation. Secondary treatment by biological process, and tertiary treatment by biological, chemical, and physical processes. So this involves recycling of wastewater. Now, overdrawing of groundwater reserves by industry where there is threat to groundwater resources. Now, overdrawing of groundwater reserves by industry where there is threat to groundwater resources also needs to be regulated legally. Particulate matter in the air can be reduced by fitting smokestacks to factories with electrostatic precipitors, fabric filters, scrubbers, and inertial separators. Smoke can be reduced by using oil or gas instead of coal in factories. Machinery and equipment can be used, and generators should be fitted with silencers. So almost all machinery can be redesigned to increase energy efficiency and reduce noise. So basically, noise absorbing material may be used apart from personal use of earplugs and earphones. The challenge of sustainable development requires integration of economic development with environmental concerns. Yes. Now see some of the software technology parks given in the diagram. The Srinagar, Mohali, Noida, Jaipur, Gandhinagar, Indore, Mumbai, Pune, then here Calcutta, Bhubaneswar, Vishakhapatnam, Hyderabad, Bangalore, Mysuru, Chennai, and Thiruvananthapuram. So these are the some software technology parks. Now, the NTPC is a major power providing corporation in India. Now, it has ISO certification for Environment Management System 14001. The corporation has a proactive approach for preserving the natural environment and resources like water, oil, and gas, and fuels in places where it is setting up power plants. This has been possible through optimum utilization of equipment, adopting latest techniques, and upgrading existing equipment. Minimizing waste generation by maximizing ash utilization, providing green belts for nurturing ecological balance, and addressing the question of special purpose vehicle for afforestation. Now, reducing environmental pollution through ash pond management, ash water recycling system, and liquid waste management, ecological monitoring, reviews, and online database management for all its power stations. So, see the sewage treatment plant under Yamuna Action Plan at Faridabad and Ramgundan plant. So, NTPC that is National Thermal Power Corporation Private Limited. Which is a major power providing corporation in our country. So they has comprehensive rehabilitation and resettlement and CSR policies, well integrated with core business of setting up power projects and generating electricity. Now, friends, in this chapter that is manufacturing industries, we have discussed various industries and also the effects of the industrialization, especially manufacturing industry we have discussed. Now we will discuss about the next topic, lifelines of national economy. Lifelines of national economy. Now, friends, we use different materials and services in our daily life. Some of these are available in our immediate surroundings, while other requirements are made by bringing things from other places. Now, the goods and services do not move from supply locals to demand locals on their own. The movement of these goods and services from their supply locations to demand locations necessitates the need for transport. Some people are engaged in facilitating these movements. These are known to be traders who make the products come to the consumers by transportation. Now, thus the pace of development of a country depends upon the production of goods and services as well as their movement over space. Therefore, efficient means of transport are prerequisite for fast development. Movement of these goods and services can be over three important domains of our earth, that is land, water, and air. Now, so based on this, transport can also be classified into land, water, and air transport. So for a long time, trade and transport were restricted to a limited space. With the development in science and technology, the area of influence of trade and transport expanded far and wide. Today, the world has been converted into a large village with the help of efficient and fast moving transport. Transport has been able to achieve this with the help of equally developed communication system. Therefore, transport, communication, and trade are complementary to each other. Yes. Now, today, the world has been converted into large village with the help of efficient and fast moving transport. Transport has been able to achieve with the help of equally developed communication system. Therefore, transport, communication, and trade are complementary to each other. So today, India is well linked with the rest of the world despite its vast size, diversity, and linguistic and socio-cultural plurality. Railways, airways, waterways, newspapers, radio, television, cinema, and internet, etc. So, which have been contributing to its socio-economic progress in many ways. The trades from local to international levels have added to the vitality of its economy. It has enriched our life and added substantially to growing amenities and facilities for the comforts of life. So now we will discuss the modern means of transport and communication serve as lifelines of our nation and its modern economy. So it is thus evident that a dense, efficient network of transport and communication is a prerequisite for local, national, and global trade of today. Now, first of all, see the means of transport like roadways, railways, and pipelines through land, through water, inland and overseas, and through air, domestic airways, international airways, domestic airways like public undertaking and private airlines. Now, first of all, we'll discuss roadways. Now, friends, India has one of the largest road networks in the world, aggregating to about 56 lakh kilometer. So, in India, roadways have in India, roadways have preceded railways. So they still have an edge over railways in view of ease with which they can be built and maintained. So the growing importance of road transport, vice versa, rail transport is rooted in the various regions like first, construction cost of roads is much lower than that of railway lines. Then so roads can traverse comparatively more dissected and undulating topography. Then roads can negotiate higher gradients of slopes and as such can traverse mountains such as the Himalayas. Then road transport is economical in transportation of few persons and relatively smaller amount of goods over short distances. Then it also provides door-to-door service. Thus, the cost of loading and unloading is much lower. So, basically, road transport is also used as a feeder to other modes of transport, such as they provide a link between railway stations, air and seaports. So, in India, roads are classified in the six classes according to their capacity. Now, first of all, golden quadrilateral superhighways. The government is launched a major road development project linking Delhi, Kolkata, Chennai, Mumbai, and Delhi by six-lane superhighways. The north-south corridor linking Srinagar and Kanyakumari, and east-west corridor connecting Silchar, that is in Assam, to Porbandar in Gujarat, are part of this project. So the major objective of these superhighways is to reduce the time and distance between the mega cities of India. These highway projects are being implemented by National Highway Authority of India, NHAI. Then second one is National Highways. Now, national highways link extreme parts of the country. These are the primary road systems and are laid and maintained by the Central Public Works Department, that is CPWD. A number of major national highways run in north, south, and east west directions. The historical Sher Shah Suri Marg is called National Highway number 1 between Delhi to Amritsar. Now, we see the picture of Ahmedabad Vadodara Expressway. So, after the national highways, third is the state highways. So, friends, roads linking a state capital with different district headquarters are known as state highways. These roads are constructed and maintained by the state public works departments, that is PWD. Normally, it's it is called as PWD. Then, so the state highways in the state and union territories. Then, fourth one is district roads. So, these roads connect the district headquarters with other places of the district, and these roads are maintained by the Zila Parishad. Then there is category of other roads. Rural roads which link rural areas and villages with towns are classified under this category. These roads received special impetus under Pradhan Mantri Gramin Sadak Yojana. Under this scheme, special provisions are made so that every village in the country is linked to a major town in the country by an all season motorable road. Then, border roads. So, apart from this, border roads organization, the government of India undertaking constructs and maintain roads in the bordering areas of the country. This organization was established in 1960 for the development of the roads of strategic importance in the northern and northeastern border areas. These roads have improved accessibility in areas of difficult terrain and have helped in the economic development of these areas. Now see, the hilly tracts and traffic on northeastern border road in Arunachal Pradesh. So roads can be classified on the basis of type of material used for their construction, such as metalled or unmetalled roads. Metalled roads may be made up of cement, concrete, or even bitumen of coal. Therefore, these are all weather roads, and unmetalled roads go out of use in rainy season. Now, the national highways. See the map. Now, see the golden quadrilateral going through dark yellow lines with red bordering. Then north-south corridor, east-west corridor, national highway with number. Now, after the roadways, now friends, we will discuss the railways. So in land, second means of transport, that is railways. Now friends, railways are the principal mode of transportation for freight and passengers in India. So basically, railways also make it possible for people to conduct multifarious activities like business, sightseeing, pilgrims, along with transportation of goods over longer distances. Apart from an important means of transport, the Indian railways have been a great integrating force for more than 150 years. So, railways in India find the economic life of the country as well as accelerate the development of the industry and agriculture. Now, Indian Railways is the largest public sector undertakings in the country, and the first train steamed off from Mumbai to Thane in 1853, which covering a distance of 34 kilometers. So the Indian Railway is now reorganized into 16 zones. So the distribution pattern of railway network in the country has been largely influenced by physiographic, economic, and administrative factors. The northern plains, with their vast level land, high population density, and rich agricultural resources, provided the most favorable condition for their growth. However, a large number of rivers requiring construction of bridges across their wide beds pose some obstacles in the hilly terrains of the peninsular region. Railway tracks are laid through low hills, gaps, or tunnels. So the Himalayan mountains regions who are unfavorable for the construction of railway lines due to high relief, first population, and lack of economic opportunities. Likewise, it was difficult to lay railway lines on sandy plain of western Rajasthan, swamps in Gujarat, forested tracts of Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Odisha, and Jharkhand. So the contiguous stretch of Sahyadri could be crossed only through gaps or passes, that is ghats. So in recent times, the development of the Konkan Railway along the west coast has facilitated the movement of passengers and goods in this most important economic region in India. It has also faced number of problems such as sinking of track in some stretches and landslides. Now, today the railway have become more important in our national economy than all other means of transport put together. So, however, rail transport suffers from certain problems as well. So many passengers travel without tickets, thefts, and damaging of railway property has not yet stopped completely. So people stop the trains, pull the chain unnecessarily. This causes heavy damage to the railway. Now think of it, how we can help our railway in running as per the schedule time. So see the table which given gauge in meters, route, running track in kilometers, and total track in kilometers. Like broad gauge, meter gauge, narrow gauge. So broad gauge in 1.676 meters, meter gauge in 1 meter, and narrow gauge is 0.762 and 0.610 meters. Now, yes, this is the source by the Railway Yearbook 1718, Ministry of Railways, Government of India. Now, after the railways, now let's discuss the next mode of means of transport in land, that is pipelines. Pipeline transport network is new arrival on the transportation map of India. In the past, these were used to transport water to cities and industries. Now these are used for transporting crude oil, petroleum products, and natural gas from oil and natural gas fields to refineries, fertilizer factories, and big thermal power plants. Solids can also transported through a pipeline when converted into slurry. So the far inland locations of refineries like Baroni, Mathura, Panipat, and gas-based fertilizers plants could be thought of only because of pipelines. So initial cost of laying pipelines is high, but subsequent running costs are minimal. So it rules out transshipment losses or delays. Now, there are three important networks of pipeline transportation in the country. Now, see the three important networks of pipeline transportation in the country. That is from the oil field in Upper Assam to Kanpur via Guwahati, Baroni, and Allahabad. It has branches from Baroni to Haldia via Rajband to Morigram and Guwahati to Siliguri. From Salaya in Gujarat to Jalandhar in Punjab via Viramgam, Mathura, Delhi, and Sonipat. So it has branches to connect Koyali, that is near Vadodara, to Chakshu and other places. So the gas pipeline from Hazira in Gujarat connects Jagdishpur in Uttar Pradesh via Vijaypur in Madhya Pradesh. It has branches to Kota in Rajasthan, Shahjahanpur, Barbala, and other places in Uttar Pradesh. So this is pipelines, that is the means of transporting land. Now, moving to the next is after roadways. Now we will discuss about waterways. Yes. Now next means of transport after the land, that is water. So now we'll see waterways. Now this map, friends, we just keep, but just go through that. It's showing the railways network. Now here is new line under construction. Now see the network of railways. Now just discuss about the waterways. Now friends, since the ancient period, India was one of the seafaring countries. Its seamen sailed far and near, thus carrying and spreading Indian commerce and culture. Waterways are the cheapest means of transport. They are more suitable for carrying heavy and bulky goods. It is a fuel efficient and environment friendly mode of transport. India has inland navigation, waterways of 14,500 kilometer in length. Out of these, only 5,685 kilometer are navigable by mechanized vessels. So the waterways have been declared as national waterways by the government. So these waterways, like the Ganga River between Allahabad and Haldia, which is on Ganga River, then on Brahmaputra River, that is national water number 2, between Sadia to Dubri, then national water number 3, which is the West Coast Canal in Kerala, that is Kottapuram, Kollam to Uddog Mandal and Champakara canals, yes, which is around 205 kilometers. So, Nas- uh, National Water Way number 1, which is around 1,620 kilometers. Then, second one, which is around 891 kilometers. And National Water number 3, which is around 205 kilometers. Now, specified stretches of Godavari and Krishna rivers, along with Kakinada Puducherry stretch of canals, which is around 1078 kilometers. Then specified stretches of river Brahmani along with Matai River, delta channels of Mahanadi and Brahmani rivers, and East Coast Canal, that is 588 kilometers. So there are some other inland waterways on which substantial transportation takes place. These are Mandavi, Zuari, and Kambailjua, Sundarbans, Barak, and backwaters of Kerala. So, friends, apart from this, India's trade with foreign countries, which is carried from the ports located along the coast. So, 95% of countries' trade volume is moved by sea. Now, we will discuss major seaports. Now, friends, now we will see major seaports. So, friends, like we have 7,516.6 kilometer of coastline. India is dotted with 12 major and 200 notified non-majors, that is minor or intermediate ports. So these major ports handle 95% of India's foreign trade. So Kandla in Kutch was the first port developed soon after independence to ease of volume of trade on the Mumbai port, the wake of loss of Karachi port to Pakistan after the partition. So Kandla, also known as the Deen Dayal port, is a tidal port. So it caters to convenient handling of exports and imports, highly productive granary and industrial belt, stretching across the states of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. See the picture which showing the trucks being driven into the vessel at Mumbai port. Now, Mumbai is the biggest port with spacious natural and well-sheltered harbour. The Jawaharlal Nehru port was planned with a view of recognize the Mumbai port and serve as a hub port for this region. Marmago Port, Goa, is the premier iron ore exporting port of the country. So this port accounts for about 50% of India's iron ore export. New Mangalore Port, located in Karnataka, catered to the export of iron ore, which concentrates from Kudremukh mines. Kochi is the extreme southwestern port, located at the entrance of lagoon with natural harbor. The Mangalore port given in the picture. Moving along the east coast, we would see the extreme southeastern port of Tuticorin in Tamil Nadu. This port has natural harbor and rich hinterland. Thus, it has a flourishing trade handling of large variety of cargoes to even our neighboring countries like Sri Lanka, Maldives, etc. Now, the coastal regions of India, yes. Now, Chennai is one of the oldest artificial ports of the country. It is ranked next to Mumbai in terms of volume of trade and cargo. Vishakhapatnam is the deepest landlocked and well protected port. This port was originally conceived as the outlet for iron ore exports. Paradip port, located in Odisha, specialized in the export of iron ore. Kolkata is inland riverine port. So this port serves a very large and rich hinterland of Ganga Brahmaputra basin. So being a tidal port, it is require constant breaking of Hooghly. Then Haldia port was developed as subsidiary port in order to relieve growing pressure on the Kolkata port. Yes, so this is the waterways. Now, moving to the next part, that is airways. Now, friends, the air travel today is the fastest and most comfortable and prestigious mode of transport. Can cover very difficult terrains like high mountains, dreary deserts, dense forests, and along also long oceanic stretches with great ease. Think of the northeastern part of the country, marked with the presence of big rivers, dissected relief, dense forest, and frequent floods and international front line. Yes, frontiers. In absence of air transport, air travel has made access easier. So the air transport was nationalized in 1953. So Air India provides domestic and international air services. Then Pawan Hans Helicopters Limited provides helicopter services to Oil and Natural Gas Corporation in its offshore operations to inaccessible areas and difficult terrains like the northeastern states and interior parts of Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, and Uttarakhand. Now, air travel is not within the reach of the common people. It is only the northeastern states that special provisions are made to extend these services to the common people. So, airways. Now, friends, after that, we will discuss about the communication. Yes, now see, the major ports and some international airports given in the map. See the Indira Gandhi International Airport, Delhi, then Kandla Port, Mumbai Airport, and JNPT, Jawaharlal Nehru Port Trust, then Hyderabad Airport. So, seaports and airports shown in the map. Yes. Now, next we will discuss about communication. Now, friends, ever since human appeared on the earth, they have used different means of communication, but the pace of change has been rapid in modern times. Now, long distance communication is far easier without physical movement of the communicator or receiver. So, personal communication and mass communication, including television, radio, press, films, etc., are the major means of communication in the country. Now, the Indian postal network is the largest in the world. It handles parcels as well as personal written communications. Cards and envelopes are considered first class mail and are airlifted between stations covering both land and the second class mail includes book packets, registered newspapers, and periodicals. Now, they are carried by surface mail covering land and water transport to facilitate quick delivery of mails in large towns and cities. Six mail channels have been introduced recently. So, like they call Rajdhani channel, Metro channel, Green channel, Business channel, bulk milk channel, and periodical channel. Now, friends, India has one of the largest telecom networks in Asia, excluding urban places. More than two-thirds of the villages in India have already been covered with subscriber trunk dialing, that is STD, that is telephone facility. In order to strengthen the flow of information from the grassroots to the higher level, the government has made special provision to extend 24 hours STD facility every village in the country. So there is uniform rate of STD facilities all over India, and it has been made possible by integrating the development in space technology with communication technology. Yes. Now, mass communication, which provides entertainment and creates awareness among people about various national programs and policies, like includes radio, television, newspapers, magazines, books, and films. So, All India Radio, Akashvani, which broadcasts a variety of programs in national, regional, and local languages for various categories of people spread over different parts of the country, like Doordarshan, the national television channel of India, is one of the largest terrestrial networks in the world. It broadcasts a variety of programs from entertainment, education, sports, etc., for people of different age groups. Then India publishes a large number of newspapers and periodicals annually. There are different types of depending upon their periodicity. So newspapers are published in about 100 languages and dialects. Now India is the largest producer of feature films in the world. It produces short films, video feature films, and video short films. So the Central Board of Film Certification is the authority to certify both Indian and foreign films. Now, friends, after communication, now we will discuss about international trade. So, friends, the exchange of goods among people, states, and countries is referred to as trade. The market is the place where such exchanges take place. Trade between two countries is called international trade. Now, it may take place through sea, air, or land, while local trade is carried in cities, towns, and villages. State level trade is carried between two or more states. Then, advancement of international trade of country is an index to its economic prosperity, and it is therefore considered the economic barometer for a country. Now, as the resources are space bound, no country can survive without international trade. Export and import are the components of trade. The balance of trade of a country is difference between the export and import. Now, friends, when the value of export exceeds the value of imports, it is called favorable balance of trade. On the contrary, if the value of imports the value of exports, it is termed as unfavorable balance of trade. So India has trade relations with all major trading blocs and all geographical regions of the world. So the commodities exported from India, other countries include gems and jewelry, chemicals and related products, agriculture and allied products, etc. So friends, the commodities imported to India, which include petroleum crude and products, gems and jewelry, chemicals and related products, base metals, electronic items, machinery, agriculture and allied products. So India has emerged as a software giant at the international level, and it is earning large foreign exchange through the export of information technology. Now, tourism as a trade. Next, tourism as a trade. Tourism in India has grown substantially over the last 3 decades. So more than 15 million are directly engaged in tourism industry. So tourism also promotes national integration, provides support to local handicrafts and cultural pursuits. It also helps in the development of international understanding about our culture and heritage. Foreign tourists visit India for heritage tourism, then ecotourism, then adventure tourism, cultural tourism, medical tourism, and business tourism. So there is vast potential for development of tourism all parts of the country. Efforts are being made to promote different types of tourism for this upcoming industry. Yes. So the Ministry of Commerce and Industry is showing the reports that is the India ranked world's fourth best holiday haven. That is Italy, New Zealand, Australia, India, South Africa, France, Thailand, Spain, Brazil, Switzerland. So friends, this way we have covered the all topics of class 10th NCRT. So we have discussed about resources and development, then forest and wildlife resources, water resources, agriculture, minerals and energy resources, then manufacturing industries and lifelines of national economy. Now, friends, you can revise. We have covered this NCRT in 4 parts. We have covered almost page to page NCRT, which will help you to clearing the concepts. If you have any doubts, you can join our Telegram group to get information and solve your doubts. Now, friends, do not forget to opt for our combo subscriptions. Now we are providing huge discount on this combo subscription, like 45% discount, along with free test series for general studies and optional. For the 1 year of subscription, you have to pay only 49,680 rupees. For the 2 years of combo subscription, you have to pay only 71,790. Offer is valid till 28th August. Yes. So just go with the 1 year and above combo subscription, and friends, you will get test series worth rupees 45,000 absolutely free. Now, in optional test series, you will get full length and sectional test. Whereas in prelims mains test series for the GS, you will get topic wise sectional and full length test. So this is for the GS. So friends, hurry up and start your preparation. Unacademy is providing you number of benefits with single subscription. Like you will get 6 benefits, that is 6 in 1 offer. Now friends, before that, just reminder for all of you, there will be price hike coming soon. So grab the opportunity to get discounted prices on our paid courses. So you will get 6 major benefits, like Unacademy notes worth rupees 10,000 absolutely free with 1 year and above subscription. Mega subscription offer, you will get extended validity of your course till mains examination. Now those aspirants facing financial constraint, they can go with loan facilities or no cost EMI benefit we are providing. And the link is provided in the description box. So you can register yourself for the loan or no cost EMI facilities through this link. CSE Assure, we are providing an on 2 years and more, 2 years and above subscription. Mentorship days, where friends, you will get an expert mentor who will guide you and support you during your UPSC CSE preparation. And Unacademy also giving you option to choose 2 month subscription in discounted price, that is 15,000. Plus you will get 10% discount using referral code RBLI. So just go with our paid subscriptions, where you will get 6 in 1 offer for limited period. Do not forget to use code RBI Life as the referral code. So for the 1 year of plus subscription, you have to pay only 44,550 rupees. For the 1 year of iconic subscription, you have to pay 67,050 rupees. Now friends, you will get 10% discount using referral code RBL Life optional subscription. So do not forget to join UPSC Combat. Every Sunday morning 11 a.m. we are conducting this combat. Now friends, we can say this is a scholarship test on all India level. There will be 1 hour 56 questions. After that, you will get rank as per your performance. Top rankers will get 1 year UPSC CSE plus subscription, and other rank holders also get, like as per ranks, 75%, 50%, and 25% scholarships and amazing prize. So do not forget to use invite code RBI Life and register yourself for UPSC Combat absolutely free. There is no any charges for that. Now friends, we are going to start new batches from 1st September. We have regular batches like 1 year and 2 year batches. Also, Mission All India Rank 1, that is 360 coverage batches for UPSC CSE Mains 2021. We are going to start from 1st September. Yes, now friends, last but not the least, do not forget to join our free test series, where we will cover general studies and current affairs part. Yes. So we will help you to crack the UPSC CSE examination. For that, rigorous practice is required, and we are providing you free test series for GS and current affairs. So use code RBI Live to unlock the test and start evaluation of your preparation. Yes. So friends, that's it for today's session. Now, see you in the next marathon series with another new NCRT. I hope everyone attended the session and will also like the session. Just do not forget to press like button. So share and subscribe Unacademy videos or channels. So see you in the next lecture. Till the time, keep studying, keep revising. Stay home, stay safe.